How do you get a top 1% physique with only 20% of effort? You're probably wondering, how is it even possible? It is possible by the Pareto principle. This is the principle we are going to use in order to acquire a top 1% physique. And the reason for that is this is one of the most important principles if you want to become successful. I'm not going too much into depth about this. I have a whole video about this. So if you want to become successful, you really need to watch that video. But what it basically means is it's also known as the 80-20 rule. And it basically means that 80% of your results, 80% of your outcomes are acquired by just 20% of your effort. And it also means that just 80% of your effort only gets you 20% of your outcomes. So it's an efficiency rule. And a lot of people waste so much effort with so little results. And if you want to excel in life, you need to be able to ascend in every discipline. And that's only possible if you're efficient with your time and energy. So that's basically what it is. Like I said, watch that video. We are going to use this principle to acquire a top 1% physique. So first I'm going to explain you why you need a top 1% physique and why you need to use the Pareto principle in order to get it. And then I'm going to tell you how to get it. And it's not for girls, guys. It's not only for girls. I need to say, of course, girls are a nice bonus. By the way, these girls are just like 21 years old. This guy is just massive. Not that I get cancelled for this drawing. But the reason why you want a top 1% physique is simple. Let me show you with this drawing. Like, you have three types of people. You have like this skinny nerd. You have like this fat piece of shit. Like a big head. And you have this guy. Like a beast. He has a very small head, but that's on me. Okay, you have these three people. Who do you think gets the most respect in life? Who do you think has a more easy life? Who do you think has more authority? And who gets more respect? If you have a brain, you would probably say this guy. Because if this skinny little dude tells you what you need to do, you're probably not going to listen to him. If this fat guy tells you what to do, you probably think you need to lose some weight, do something yourself. But if this guy tells you what to do, you would listen. And it's because of one beautiful law of the universe. Oh, it's all because of the halo effect. And the halo effect basically means that if you're attractive, all your positive character traits are magnified. So, for example, if this guy, the attractive guy, if he cracks a joke, more people will laugh than if one of these guys crack a joke, even though the delivery is the same and the joke is the same. If you're attractive, you're just perceived better in every aspect of life. That's the halo effect. I will probably make a whole video about this because there goes a lot into it, but this is like the most basic way to explain it. So the thing is, guys, why it's so important to have a top 1% physique is simple. It just gets you way further in life. Because if you have a top 1% physique, wait, let me write it here. If you have a top 1% physique, you will get more respect. You will get more authority. Respect and authority. It basically, and you get treated better. And you get treated better, but that's like linked to respect. But due to the halo effect, you get better treatment. This is all because of your physique, all because of your appearance. So just because you have a better physique, you are guaranteed more success in life because you get more respect. You will get away with way more mistakes and way more bullshit. People treat you better. People are willing to listen to you. You get more authority. And I can literally tell from my own experience. I was this skinny guy before. I got jacked. Like, if you can see, you probably see like I have some muscle on me. It's like the biggest game changer in my whole life, the moment I got jacked, because I got more respect. But the best thing, to be honest, is you get more authority. People are listening to me and people are thinking that that I'm telling the truth, even though sometimes I have no idea what I'm saying. For example, even things like politics. I have zero knowledge about politics, but if I have an opinion about it, people think it's true just because I'm bigger. So only because you're bigger, people think you're right more often, even in things that have nothing to do with muscle and fitness and attractiveness. Is that crazy, guys? And that's because of the halo effect. The point I'm trying to make, a top 1% physique is needed if you want to excel in every discipline in life. It's just a foundation. If you have a good physique, every aspect in your life will skyrocket. I haven't experienced a single negative thing the moment I got bigger. Literally everything in my life improved. More girls, more respect, better treatment. I made more money, got more authority, literally everything. So now we understand why we need to have a top 1% physique. But now the second thing comes. Why do we need to put 20% of effort in it? And like I said, it's because unlike a lot of things in the world, fitness is one of those things that the more you do it, the less results you get. For money, for example, with money, the more money you have, and I can show it with this graph. Like with fitness, this is reality. You have, let me see, you have effort, and you have results. With fitness specifically, the more effort you put in, like the first effort is so much results, and the more effort you put in, the less results you will get. And you can even like dip a little if you put in too much work. And for example, with, can I change my color? For example, with money is, oh, this is crazy, but you get the point. With money, for example, it's the other way around. If you don't have money, it's very hard to make the first 10 grand, 20 grand, 100 grand. But once you have made that money, it's easy. Is my, I need to do this like or not? Okay, this is fine. Once you make money, the more money you make, the easier it is to make money, right? With fitness, that's not the case. And the reason for that is because of one law, and that's the law of diminishing returns. This is a big thing in fitness, guys. And it's with more things in life, but especially with your physique. We have the law of diminishing returns, and it's good and bad. Because it's good because in the first year, the first 2 years of training, you have something called newbie gains. You have something called newbie gains. You will get a crazy amount of gains in the first years, and after those years it gets less and less and less. And I can tell you from my own experience, the first year I worked out, I gained like 10 kilos of muscle, around that. The second year it was like 5, then it was like 2, and now I'm not really gaining any muscle. Like I need to work really hard for a little amount of muscle. So if you get back to the law if you get back to the Pareto principle, I must say, you can already see what I mean, because I'm training for 8 years right now. In my first year of training, I gained more muscle than in the 7 years after. All because of the law of diminishing returns. So this is what we will use in order to get most of the results from our physique with the least amount of effort. Because these things, guys, the increasement in respect, authority, just the halo effect in general, you will get that with just 2 years of training. After those years, those things won't increase. Those things won't increase because it's not about the value. Comparison. I'm so dyslexic. Comparison. It's because of that. So it's not because of value, it's about comparison. People compare themselves with you. So, for example, if you're the biggest guy on the earth, nobody cares if you're 200 kilos or 300 kilos. You're the biggest guy. So gaining 20 kilos for such a guy doesn't do anything at all. And for me, it's the same, guys. Like the first 2 years, I gained most of my muscle, and I literally got all the respect, all the authority that I have today. The only respect I gained with those 6 years of training extra is a handful of people that are also gym bros and I just got bigger than them. Just a handful of people that I don't really care about, I gained their respect. For the rest of the world, nothing really changed. So it basically just means that all that work after was kind of a waste of my time. If I'm only working out for results, it's kind of a waste of my time. We want to efficiently max our physique, and there are two ways to do this, guys. So you have two options. One is I call the sprint. The other one is, let's call it the efficiency marathon. I'm probably writing this wrong, but I don't care, guys. The sprint and the efficiency marathon. Two options you have, and each option I recommend for a different person. I myself, I did the sprint. If you want to max out your physique as efficiently as possible, you can do the sprint. The sprint I recommend for people that are in their teens. Young people that don't have a lot of responsibilities, don't have much going on for themselves. I recommend the sprint. And the sprint is basically just, you go all out on the gym. So you just train 5-6 times a week and you go all out. You'll just become a gym bro. This way, you will max out your physique for 80% in 1 or 2 years. And once you've done that, you like 5 times a week, and you're kind of your efficiency max right now. Okay, what you do then is just you will just maintain. It's basically what I'm doing right now, guys. Like, I'm big. People think I need to train 6 times a week. I can maintain my physique with just training once a week. Like 1 hour a week is enough for me to preserve all my muscle mass. So if you want to be efficient, you can just max out your physique in 1 or 2 years and then just maintain it with training once a week. Because if I train 6 times a week, I literally, I won't gain that much muscle. So it's kind of a waste of my time. Do you see I'm sweaty, guys? Like, I put off the AC because of the noise, but like, it's so fucking hot here. I'm dying. But like, this is the sprint method is perfect if you're young and you're teens, you don't have much responsibility yet. If you have more responsibility, you have a job, or you just need to make money because you're 25 and you live with your parents, which I did as well, so don't feel attacked. You can do the efficiency marathon. And what it basically is we, from the get-go, we are trying to train very efficiently. So think about, we will train like 2 to max 3 times a week, 1 hour workout. So you're just spending 2 to 3 hours a week, which everyone can spend, okay? 2-3 hours a week. And the thing is, we will focus on the most important muscles. Like, we will do that here as well, but we have just more time, so we can train everything. So, but we will focus, especially if you're efficiency maxing and you don't have that much time, we will focus on the most important muscles. And the most important muscles are these. So the most important muscles are, and this one is the most underrated muscle in your whole body. It's your neck. It are your traps. Let me make this bigger. Your neck, your traps, your side delts, so your shoulders, and your upper chest. Put it between these things. These are the most important muscles. And what's very important is it's not a muscle, but it's your body fat percentage. These are the most important things. If you train these, you will get 80% of the results already. You can literally train these 2 times a week, 1 hour each session, and you can max these out. Why are these the most important muscles? You have 2 reasons. One stems from biology. These are the most androgenic muscles, which means they bind with testosterone. So these are indicators for a high testosterone male from biology. So back in the day when we were like half monkeys, if you had a lot of testosterone, these muscles were more prominent. You can forget about this, but it's one of the reasons why. The second is simple. These are the most aesthetically visible muscles. So if you don't wear a shirt, you see these muscles. But if you wear clothing, a suit, a sweater, a t-shirt, doesn't matter, you will still see these muscles because your clothes rest on these muscles. They rest on your traps, your shoulders, your upper chest, and your neck is always visible. So, and even if you see me right now, like it's like you're talking to me right now. If you talk with someone, what do you see? Neck, traps, shoulders, upper chest. So that's why these muscles are the most important muscles. Focus on these and you will already get 80% of your results. And your body fat is also important because, like this guy, if you're fat, you get less respect. And one of the reasons why body fat is also important is because it shows your muscles better, but it also exposes your face, your facial structure. And like you see, if you have like a good jaw, you have good high cheekbones. If you have low body fat, those things are visible, and it will literally like skyrocket your attractiveness as well, which like helps with the halo effect. But this is basically it, guys. Like this is from another video. A top 1% lets you ascend in every discipline that's important in life. Okay, aspect I need to say, in every important aspect in life. So you will ascend in it, and you can literally acquire this top 1% physique with just 20% of effort. You either do the sprint method, or from the get-go you do the efficiency method, and you focus on the most important muscles. That's it, guys. So you don't have to waste all your time in the gym to get a good physique and to get all the respect and authority and girls and whatever you want. You don't have to spend that much time. You can literally acquire all those things with minimum amount of effort, which saves you more time to make more money, get in contact with high network people, date more girls, hang with your boys. Like, you can improve your life in so many ways because you have more time and energy. And the biggest mistake I see is guys waste so much time in the gym. They spend 5-6 days a week, 2 hours a day, and they're still broke. Like, you can have a good physique, but if you're still broke, nobody cares. You know what I mean? If you want to excel in life, if you want to become a high status male, you need to ascend in every aspect: money, status, physique, attractiveness, all those things. And it's just not possible if you waste so much time in the gym, especially if you waste time and you get 0 results back. You know what I mean? So if you think this is interesting, guys, and you want to have like a workout program or a program how to acquire these results with this protocol, just DM me on the gram. I have my gram in the bio or in the comments. Just DM me protocol and I will give you the whole protocol. So this year, guys, I'm working on a community. I want to build a community of guys that want to become high value males, that want to make their money online, be able to live wherever they want to live, and leverage themselves to the maximum level by using the Pareto principle. So if you're interested in that, you can also DM me because the community will open probably the moment you watch this video. So you can join the community and just excel in life just like I did the past year. So I'm really looking forward to you guys, to you joining the community. And I wish you the best of luck with your journey. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.